Okay, students, today we shall see tense. Before tense, we must have some idea about time. Often in grammar books, you will find the chapter time and tense. What is time and what is tense? Time we can define as a universal concept. By universal concept, we know something like the sun rises in the east. It is true today, it was true yesterday, and it will be true tomorrow. This is called universal. Time is a universal concept, and since universe is very vast, very large, unlimited to the human knowledge or science, in order to study time, we have devised or developed or discovered the term tense. In order to study time conveniently, we have discovered tense. And again, tense is vast, and in order to simplify tense, we have subdivided tense into three parts, that is called present, past, future. But logically speaking, it should be past means yesterday, present means today, and tomorrow means future. Past, present, future. But this is the convention, this is the tradition to study in grammar present, past, future. Again, time is very large. We have devised tense. Tense is also very large. We have devised present, past, future. Again, these present, past, and future are also very, say, difficult or very vast. We have subdivided present, past, future into four subparts. They are, roughly speaking, called indefinite or simple, continuous or imperfect or progressive. The third one is perfect, and the fourth one is perfect continuous. Right? Now, I would like to tell you, since the chapter 10 is very exhaustive and it will take sometimes even months. If you want to learn it, you will have to follow this formula. This formula, just as from January to December, we have 12 months, we should learn 1 to 12. You just have to remember. In mathematics, just as you give value to some letter, 1, 2, 3, 4 will stand for present tense. 5, 6, 7, 8 will stand for past tense. 9, 10, 11, 12 will stand for future tense. In this way, if you remember this value, when in further class I will write 1, it will save time, it will save space, and you will be easily learning it. Okay? 1, 5, 9. You see indefinite or simple. The value of 1 is present indefinite or simple present. 5 will be past indefinite or simple past. 9 will be future indefinite or simple future. Likewise, 2, 6, 10. 2 will be present continuous, present imperfect or progressive present. Always remember, when we say simple present but present indefinite, in the same way we say present continuous, present imperfect, but we must say progressive present. 6, it will past. 6 stands for past. You see present, past, future. Past indefinite or past continuous or progressive past. 10 will be future indefinite, future continuous or future imperfect or progressive future. Likewise 3, 7, 11. 3 will be present perfect, 7 will be past perfect, 11 will be past future perfect. 4 will be present perfect continuous, 8 will be past perfect continuous, 12 will be future perfect continuous. This is the format. What more we have to learn one by one? Simple present, its structure, and where simple present is used in our life. For example, I teach you, you study, the sun rises in the east. In later class, we shall discuss all this. In next class, we will discuss the structure plus rules, where these rules are used, or where this type of, for example, where simple present or present indefinite is used, or past indefinite or simple past is used, or future indefinite or simple future is used. Roughly, I have given you the idea. Today is present, yesterday is past, tomorrow is future. Okay, thank you for today.